Hey everyone, welcome to a new video. I am going to tell you about my 18-year photography journey in 2 minutes. So let's take a deep breath and jump in. In high school, I took a black and white photography class, and little 17-year-old Sarah thought that these were the best, most artistic photos in the whole world. A year later, I went off to art college and got weird. Or stayed weird, however you want to look at it. Soon I bought my first ever digital camera to start exploring photography, but mostly just kept doing weird art school things. Then I graduated, moved to Denver to study interior design, and photography became a fun hobby. I was really into film and I loved photographing nature, especially in an abstract way. Then I discovered Photoshop and things got experimental. I mean, really? Yeah. And for a while I was obsessed with shooting everything at an angle. I upgraded to better and better cameras and lenses until finally I bought my first professional level full-frame sensor DSLR, the 5D Mark II, still one of my favorite cameras to this day. And as many photographers know, as your skill progresses, friends and family start to notice, and you end up taking lots of portraits for them. But hey, it doesn't mean you can't have fun. I practiced every day between schoolwork and part-time jobs, and because of that, I learned very quickly, and I finally felt confident enough to try shooting my first wedding. Are you still with me? My hobby was becoming expensive, so I wanted to finance it somehow, and I realized I could get paid to do this thing that I was totally obsessed with. At first, word of mouth was my only form of advertising. Because I had just graduated and started working in the design industry, I was super busy. But the more I learned about photography, the more obsessed I became, and I pursued it with literally every spare moment I had. I ended up quitting my day job and going full-time with wedding photography, which was my bread and butter. So in the height of my photography career, I was doing weddings every weekend, sometimes more than once, doing family photos, corporate events, engagements, and so much more. It was a lot. 16-hour days on my feet, carrying loads of heavy equipment, often acting as a marriage counselor, babysitter, even an event coordinator. The job required so much more beyond the artistry of taking photos. And after 5 years of that, I got burnt out. And now, photography is once again my hobby. I approach photography from a far more personal place now, and I love every moment. It's no longer about the perfect shot or trying to figure out what the magazines want to feature. And because I have so many years of technical practice behind me now, I can fully embrace the creative side of things. In a way, it has taught me to look so much closer. By seeing the world through a lens, I sometimes feel like I'm seeing things for the first time. It gets me excited to look at things with fresh eyes and notice things that I would usually just walk right past. In terms of equipment, these days I'm shooting with a Canon 6D Mark II, and almost all of my lenses are prime lenses, meaning they don't zoom in. And the reason for that is because prime lenses are just so much higher quality. The more you get into photography, the more you realize that lenses are what make the biggest difference. I am an avid practitioner of Shinrin-yoku, or forest bathing, which is an ancient Japanese practice of being immersed in a forest, soaking up the forest through all of your senses. And I definitely feel like photography is the perfect companion to observing nature closely, spending lots of time outside, and keeping me curious. So if I had to choose one word to describe my approach to photography these days, it would be quiet. I do use photography in my art business quite a lot. So a lot of times my habit is to take a lot of photos of the same thing from different angles because I often use it as reference for painting. But I also use photography as a form of therapy in a way. In order to connect with nature on a deeper level, I seek out interesting or unique forms, or something that just instills me with a sense of peace. I like looking through my folders full of images and videos and bringing myself back to that moment of serenity. So I wouldn't necessarily call myself an adventure photographer, but whether I'm walking through the forest or wandering through the mountains, my approach is the same. First and foremost, I make sure I take in my surroundings and really feel grounded and connected to the place that I'm in, because that's the whole point for me now. And then I will start wandering, making sure I maintain that connection. So I might shoot lots of images along the way, and maybe at the end of the day I only come away with one good image. But I don't mind at all as long as I experienced something beautiful. It's raining. I'm gonna head home in case it starts to really chuck it down. I don't want my equipment to get wet. That's why I wear a wide-brimmed hat, because I have glasses and getting rain on glasses is so annoying. Plus it kind of covers the camera when I'm photographing. So that was a really lovely walk. If you enjoyed this little video, of course I appreciate a thumbs up so YouTube knows that it's worth sharing. Until next time, I hope you're all well. Take care. I'm going to tell, oh, okay. Oh God, this is going well. Hiya. Jump over here. What's that? Birds and everything. Oh. With my lens, I can see farther than my eyes.
Okay, now.
Have a good day.
Thank you.
That's why I wear a wide. That's why I wear a wide. That's why I wear a. That's why I wear a wide-brimmed hat,